Pokemon X and Y were the first Pokemon games to come out for the 3DS line of Nintendo consoles, and have arguably become the most important games in the entire franchise's history. Well, let me explain. Pokemon X and Y were the franchise's first mainline 3D Pokemon games, which, came with a big step up in graphic quality and in gameplay mechanics in itself, just because of how different it was from previous games before this, as most of the games before this were mainly 2D pixel art games that most of the fan base have become accustomed to. So this was new to them, and it was a big learning curve for everyone to experience. And along with this new era of gameplay, it introduced a lot of new features into the actual game mechanics, such as super training, where you could train up your EVs without having to go and scavenge for different Pokemon. Rollerblading, where it just gave you a cool little fast movement across the map instead of just fast run. Oh yeah, and I guess, Mega Evolutions, if you care about that much. Alright, we can't talk about these games without talking about Mega Evolution first, which is genuinely the most famous mechanic to come from this game so far. Like, literally, years and years, people have been asking for Mega Evolution back. And, people have gone their demands with Pokemon ZA, which is, the literal return of Mega Evolutions. We're not talking about Pokemon Let's Go here, though, because Pokemon Let's Go is kind of... We don't really like Pokemon Let's Go around here, even though I did play through the entire game. Alright, now that we got the explanation out of the way, let's get into what we're really here for. My playthrough so far of Pokemon ZA. So as with every new Pokemon game, you start off by making your character. And I went pretty fancy with mine, I decided to do a lot of exciting things with it, decided to make them look dapper, make them look fly, the usual. So anyways, I'm just looking up like this, nothing crazy, nothing too fancy, but now, with this, we have finally entered Pokemon ZA. Also watching react to this opening scene, because, why not? I think it's pretty fun. Okay. I bought the Switch 2 upgrade for the game too, so I'm expecting good things. Oh, it's like Ash. It's like Ash when he jumped from the pit. Oh, what the hell? Something's gone wrong Prison Tower. Dispatch a team from the company Investigate. Alright, classic Pokemon, no voice acting. More services and meals on our watch. Okay. Strongest Mega Evolution user must be found. The strongest Mega Evolution user of all time versus the strongest Mega Evolution user in history. Anyways, with that, we are now on the train on our way to Lumio City. And, I can't notice, something's jumping into our bag here. We'll answer that later. Who jumped into my bag? And here we are in Lumio City. Finally. The France of the Pokemon world. And what's the first thing you do when you arrive in France in the Pokemon world? So first you get ambushed by this random ass girl on the street who is trying to get you to promote her hotel for her. Then you watch a commercial made by Hillary Clinton of Pokemon from France to promote the unity of Pokemon and people in a friggin' city. And then you get robbed by a Pancham. Great day, great first day in Pokemon France, am I right? Anyways, after we get robbed by Pancham, we chase it down, find its trainers, and then that's when you're able to choose your starter. And I obviously chose the best starter of all time. Got this. Me and Chicken Rita, we're gonna fucking mollywop this Pancham. We then proceeded to mollywop the Pancham. Let's go. I knew. All right, so I forgot to mention, the girl that ambushed us on the side of the street, Yeah. So that's our rival. Her name is Tawny, and she's essentially just going to be our rival throughout the remainder of the game, which is cool, I guess. You just learn to live with it. Anyways, afterwards, me and Tawny were proceeded to be jumped by a gang of ruffians who are fighting as part of the underground Pokemon battling scene here, apparently. And so now we have to either fight them or run away. So, you know what we decide to do? Nothing. You know, the freaking flood pulls up, wrecks them,
okay.
and then we manage to escape. I'm not going to complain, man. I'm not going to complain. So, after this encounter, we officially welcome Chick and Rita into the team, and we arrive at the hotel that Tawny was talking about. So, I think we've barely scratched the surface of this game has to offer, quite honestly. So, after we enter the hotel, we meet the main man himself. Anyway, I think I'll let myself take this one away.
Goddamn!
Alright?
He's tall as fuck.
So, if you don't know who AZ is, let me give you a quick rundown of who this dude is. Essentially, he was the king of Kalos before almost everything you've seen here, right? And then, his flood died due to a Pokemon war, because, you know, they were in a civil war between people and Pokemon. So, when his flood died, he decided, I need to bring her back, no matter what the cost is, and essentially sets off a nuke in the country that he lives in. It brings her back, and ends up creating two different dimensions. One with Mega Evolution, one without Mega Evolution. So, just keep that in mind for the rest of the game.
Hi, editor Digi here. So when I was editing the video, there was just like a massive chunk of like sound just missing. So I'm just going to talk over this until we get closer to the actual next line of dialogue, which is nearing up about now. Alright, bye-bye.
In the morning, after talking to AZ and going to sleep, we head down to the lobby and meet up with Tawny, in which she asks us to join her team, Team MZ, which is essentially going to be the main band of characters that we're going to follow throughout the rest of the story. Now, joining Team MZ means, as part of the story, that we are going to take part in the ZA Royale, which is the battle system as part of the game. Kind of like, how can I describe it? It's kind of like gym battle type of thing. So I'll go more in depth when we actually start doing it. But from here on, we meet another member of Team MZ, who is Lita. And to best explain it, she's kind of like the Tierno of the group from Pokemon X and Y, because she takes a lot of inspiration from him, and because apparently now in the future he's like a famous dancer, so she takes a lot of inspiration from him, and her whole motivation is to become a great dancer and stuff like that. So we'll get to know more about her as the story goes on. So immediately after exiting the hotel, we are challenged to a Pokemon battle by Tawny, who is our rival. Now, so I only actually had to record over this part. I was going to let the battle play out, but it was so choppy because how bad my internet was during the stream that it does not look good. So I'm going to skip over after this first little part, and then we're going to go to the next, to when I start catching Pokemon. Alright, I'm sorry, I'll pull up a real battle when I actually have a good one. So, a big part of Pokemon ZA are the wild areas, which is kind of like how in Pokemon Arceus, where you could go to like different areas, catch Pokemon. It's kind of the same concept. So this is where you catch your first Pokemon. This is where you catch all the Pokemon as part of the game, because they don't just roam around the city. Actually, that's a lie, some of them do. But yeah, this is the main areas where you're going to be catching Pokemon. So I'm actually going to skip over this first encounter just because it's not that important. Now, our first important encounter will be coming up soon, so I'll skip to that, because it is genuinely one of the most important Pokemon on our team currently. In that,
Do not fight the fucking Weedle.
The Weedle.
Alright, Weedle, you get in the freaking Pokeball. You die.
Little did I know at the time, that Weedle would become probably one of the most important Pokemon on the entire team. So after that whole little side mission of going to catch your first couple Pokemon, you go to meet the professor. And that's probably not who you expect to see, right? You would have expected Professor Sycamore if you had played Pokemon X and Y originally. But now, it's 5 years later in the story,
And this is actually a familiar face for those of you who play Pokemon XY. This is Professor Mabel, who used to be part of Team Flare, and she was probably one of like the head honchos, like right next to Lysander. So for the common gamer of fucking Pokemon, it's kind of trippy because it's literally like an antagonist has become technically part of like the protagonist side. So it's a bit weird to see her here, but trust me, it's cool. She's cool. It helps a lot, and essentially, she's a big part of the main game. So, as part of the story, Professor Mabel actually has you do some research for her, which is kind of like the story's way of providing you with materials, having you do side quests, stuff like that. And it's kind of like in Pokemon Legends Arceus, where they had you do side missions and you got a reward from it. So it's pretty much the same concept, but in this way, this is how you get your TMs, some battle items, stuff like that. Also, I did not mention, you can actually get battle items in this game, which is pretty cool. So you can equip Pokemon with these items, they'll fight with it, stuff like that. Still no abilities though, which is kind of dumb considering a lot of these freaking Mega Evolutions are relying on their gimmicky abilities. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll survive. Alright, now let's get on to the next part, which is... As we walk out of the building, we meet a new member of Team MZ, or at least one that I haven't met yet. His name is Naveen. He is more of like the fashion designer type of guy part of the group. So he's the one who designed all the jackets, he's the one who designed like their logo, stuff like that. And there's something pretty funny about him, but we'll find that out later. So now, after we meet him, we actually get into the nitty-gritty of the battling system. So the way the ranking system works in this game is essentially you have to fight a certain amount of trainers and collect points. So as you saw on the screen, that's the guy I'm going to be fighting for the rank up position. So the way that you gain these points to fight him is they have to fight other trainers who are at the same level as you, beat them, and then you go and fight him to rank up. So as you see on the screen, I'm fighting a trainer, I'm gonna get points from them, then I can apply it towards a rank up ticket, and I fight the next guy. And now I will let you guys watch the battle of me fighting the guy for the rank up, because I think that is one of the battles I actually got well on the stream. So I'll let myself take it away. I'm gonna lock in and beat his ass. Oh. Yeah. Mickey's free because this taxi driver has a taxi dream. That's just like base character model. I need to get new clothes. I need to make them look cool. But they have more like customizability in this game than I thought. Right, we got this. Nah, we don't need Fletchling. We don't need Fletchling in this. Right. I assume it has something to do, like you can dodge an attack if like you go far away enough. But I do not know how to get it to work. Alright, I think we Thunderwave him. Maybe this is why Pokemon was like, we gotta luck in on Power World. The only thing about Power World I will say, like yeah, this is pretty similar to Power World. The only thing is you don't tell the PAL what to do. It kind of just fights for itself, while you're in the back shooting a gun at like Super Mega Mewtwo or something. Bunnelby! Beat his ass! Oh no, Bunnelby got paralyzed. this. He's got this. See? Bumblebee has got this in the bag. See? Bumblebee had it. He's ruined this taxi driver's dreams. I like to see that. I lose again. That makes 100 times I've lost my promotion match. Oh no. This is why they call me Lizzie Eternal. He wasn't. So after ruining this taxi man's dreams, we proceed to meet Emma, who is the detective sort in the city, who, if you remember Pokemon X and Y, was actually kind of the protege to Looker. Now, I'm not going to get into Looker right now, because that's a whole other dilemma. All you got to know is he was a detective who originated, and I believe X and Y. I could be wrong. And he went on some multi-dimensional activities or adventures or something. I don't know how to explain it. We'll hopefully get into it later, but I'm not sure, so we will see. After meeting Emma and beating the taxi driver's ass, we are greeted to this monstrosity when it's getting back to the hotel. Croissant and curry. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what that is, man, but it is what it is. Now, immediately after the croissant and curry fiasco, we meet this sort of minor dude, right? He'll become important later on in the story, but for right now, he's just right here. Now, the main thing we're gonna focus on for this part is gonna be the little pink crystal here on the ladder. Now, the reason why these crystals are important is because they're mega shards, and what the mega shards do? Well, it's another thing that we'll get into later on in the story of this game. So I'll just leave it there for now, but you'll find out what we need them for later. Alright? And now it's finally time for our first Pokemon evolution. Ready to evolve. Weedle evolving, let's go. So after Gurdon evolves into a Kakuna, we hit the Wild Zone 2, where we catch a couple Pokemon such as a Budew, a Patrat, Binacle, and because the footage cut off, we also caught a Magikarp and a Kakuna. My bad, something went wrong in the editing, I apologize. So after catching this Pokemon in Wild Zone 2, Tawny invites me to get some coffee at this food truck with some very familiar looking owners. But yeah, so we get our coffee. It's served to us. She looks like a Zoroark hair, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so after this, the goat Vinny shows up, and he becomes an integral character later on in the game. But for now, he's just kind of introducing himself to us, kind of just like, hey, there's something's going on. I need you to deal with it. Thank you, type of thing. So after this, we get into a battle with the leader of Dojo Cult, and we win. And then one of the best things that could ever happen in this first stream happens, and I'm just gonna let it play out for you, because it's quite honestly just an amazing moment you need to experience. Well, you don't need to experience it, but it's great for me. It was great for me personally. Alright, let's go. We got Beedrill. I know what I'm gonna call this dude. I know what I'm gonna call him. And now, editor me cutting in for this very important announcement. Okay, I know that was a little bit anticlimactic, but I love Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill is probably one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, so I'm just very excited to have a Beedrill in my party. Alright? Sue me. I just love Mega Beedrill. Alright? I'm sorry. Alright, so after this, we meet up with Emma at the detective agency, and basically just do like 3 side missions, which is about as much as we do during the end of the first stream. So first side mission is that we have to get this lady a Pikachu so she can evolve into a Raichu. Then we do another side mission. Wait, no, the same side mission, we get Boys the Heracross, which is obviously one of the most important characters in the entire game. Then we do 2 more side missions, I can't really remember right now, but they weren't that important. So, from there, it's almost the end of the stream, and we attempt to catch Riolu. You can see how that goes. What's up, friend? Lock in. Ooh. Lock in. Oh, a bullet. Oh, yo. Chicken Rita goated? Never mind. Oh, never mind. Right. You bitch. Okay. No Numon to end the stream. Riolu did not want to be caught, but it's okay. Well, thank you for watching the stream, people. Everyone who joined, I think a lot of people joined this time around, way more, so that's pretty good for the new stream. Alright, everyone, thank you for joining and have a good night. Now, god damn, I haven't said this shit in like a while. Now, where is that little button? There it is. Peace. Alright. Well, everyone who actually sat through and watched the video, thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. It's my first video that I made in like a good while, like actually put the time and effort into editing it. And I tried a different type of style. Shout out to Alpharad. He inspired the kind of editing style I tried for the video. It took me like 3 months because I was being lazy about it. But yeah, honestly, I burned myself out making this because it was too much for me to do just off rip. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna release all the streams so you can watch those. This is just recapping the first stream. You can watch all the other streams on the channel. Those are gonna be available to you. And hopefully soon I'm gonna be streaming on my YouTube channel because I think Twitch isn't as accessible as YouTube is. So I'm gonna start streaming on my YouTube channel. And hopefully, I know I can get some more views. It'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in any of that, please make sure to tune in. I'm gonna be finishing up Pokemon because I really want to play the DLC and get a fucking Mega Raichu, X or Y. Because spoilers for the streams. We have a shiny Raichu. That's so dumb. I'm keeping that in. But yeah, so if you're interested in watching anything else, please stick around. There should be like, I hope I set it up correctly. There should be like 2 videos popping up right here. It should be 2 old videos, so you probably can see Elden Ring or something. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share it with people, please. It'd be greatly appreciated. Alright then. Bye bye.